What's good, y'all? Welcome back to another reaction on this channel, man. Today we are in tune for another very interesting video. Now, I came across this video right here where apparently an ex-Master Mason is exposing the Freemasons, bro. Now, this is going to be a very interesting video because on this channel, we literally expose the Illuminati and secret society for what it really is. Now, one thing I always tell you guys is that these people of power, these politicians, these label managers, these artists, they all have Masonic ties. The Illuminati is literally run by the Freemasons. The Freemasons are the people who try to promote this new world order. We see it through symbolism. We see it through hidden messages. We see it in all forms of our daily life. It just goes unrecognized. Now we have this man right here going to be exposing the entire thing. This is going to be a very, very interesting video. Okay, I'm really not going to say too much. It's a 24-minute video. I'm going to let him do the talking and let him expose everything for me. We're going to get a large amount of knowledge, to say the least, man. This is going to be some very interesting insight. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you do leave a like down below and subscribe, okay? Turn on post notifications to get notified whenever I do post bangers like this. And if you guys want to be a part of the giveaway, all you have to do is leave a like down below and comment the most interesting part of this video to you in the comment section, and that will automatically enter you for a cash giveaway, bro. Very, very simple. But without further ado, man, let's hop right into it, bro.
All right, brother. You said that you had also Masonic, right?
Yeah. Well, my career in law enforcement, I actually joined the Brotherhood of Freemasons.
Okay. Yeah, how'd you get into that? How'd you get into that?
Man, you know, a lot of cops are involved with that.
Really?
Oh yeah. It is. It's a thing that I'm not saying you must do, but 95% of them do. You know what I mean?
Now, what's the benefit out of it? Like, what's the main purpose? In
Actually,
95.
For me, if you're going to ask me the question, I think it was more like biblical history.
Oh, okay.
What intrigued me the most was they talked about King Solomon's temple and the Holy of Holies, and I've always been intrigued by it.
So this actually exists?
Yes, it does. It's the occult. There's nothing to be messing with.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you straight up.
All right.
And there's 3 phases. The first phase is enter apprentice.
Okay.
Even before you get to that phase, you got to be pretty much spoke about.
Okay.
You know, to be one, you have to ask one. So one of my supervisors, he was a lieutenant, pretty much came up to me and asked me, hey, you want to join a club? And I'm like, what kind of club is it? You know what I mean?
Right.
Well, it's a free...
Bro, if someone ever asks you, do you want to join a club? Just know they got some shady shit going on, bro.
I did my background, on them and did my research, and I've seen a lot of positive things that that came out of doing the research. A lot of them donate money to cancer victims and children's with cancer, and the Shriners, they have their own hospital and so forth. And I was in a position where I'm working with juvenile offenders. Well, why not? Why not do something in the outside? You know what I mean? So my lieutenant spoke for me and 2 other of my fellow brothers in blue, and they petitioned. We petitioned for a spot in the Brotherhood and filled out applications, and they did a background. They do a background on you, see if you're in good standing, or else they won't take you.
Wow.
What they do is they take men to make them better. That's what they say. But only God could do that.
Right.
No club could do that for you.
That's right.
Notice how he made a separation between the club and God. Clear separation from the jump.
So, right around 2006, I'm on my 4th year. I'm a 4th or 5th year on the job. I petitioned. It all went pretty good, and they do a house interview.
Okay.
So I had, like 20, 30 people come to my house, and they spoke to my wife because they speak to the females first.
Wow.
I didn't know why, but they usually do that because you're not gonna be around as much when you go into meetings, or you got to do take time off to do work as far as donating, getting money for donations and and so forth. So I didn't see that quite a bit, as far as going out there, doing that type of work first, because you have to go through rituals first. The first phase is the inner apprentice phase. That's phase 1. And
gotta go through rituals,
you do your
my boy?
rituals. They take you in and they tie a toe to your ankle. Made of
tie a toe.
A toe, yeah, ankle toe. They call it the ankle toe, and it's made out of what do you call it? It's like a harness. It's
Okay.
like a tie. They tie it around your leg, and they raise your pants leg up, and
The fuck?
you know, you're there in a suit.
Now, hold on a second, because this right here, look. Why am I here?
And
Get
they
me
go
out of here.
around, you know, you're blindfolded, so you can't really see the actual temple. It's a temple. You know, you got Joaquin and Boaz on one side. You know, the two towers, which is the two pillars.
Symbolism.
This is like big time.
Oh, it's a ritual.
This is like sacred stuff. Like
Yeah. But see, the way they cookie cut it is that they only get the ones that are like, you know, I would say the ones that are really interested and the ones that are clean cut.
right.
All right. And I'm gonna add the devil to this too.
Okay.
Because when you're in the world, you're of the devil. Your father, the devil, right?
Right.
When you don't.
I tell you guys in all my videos that the devil is literally the quotation marks, because the devil is not the God, but the devil is the God of this world. That's what humankind worships. They worship everything on the physical realm. Whereas people who devote themselves to God are the only ones who are truly saved according to the Bible. You get what I'm saying?
Don't have God on your mind at all times, from when you wake up in the morning to when you go to sleep at night, you're of your father, the devil. And I'm just gonna say it like that, but I'm gonna be bold and honest. You know, I was in the right state of mind then. You know, I had some marital problems, so I felt like this was an outlet for me to get out and have fellowship with other brothers.
Yeah, right. Because you wasn't getting that with the churches.
I wasn't getting that with the churches back home because I mean they were preaching prosperity.
Right. Okay.
You know, give me $1, God gives you 1,000. And God doesn't work that way, man. You got to work for, you know, you got to work to eat. So, nah, don't wait for a handout.
So how long did the first phase last?
The first, see, what they do is they bring you into the temple, and they have the secretary, which is a male. We're all males. There's no female masons here. I know in Europe, I think they do, not here, unless you're an Eastern Star. That's different.
Okay.
But the Freemasons, you got the Blue Lodge, which is composed of all different nationalities,
And the crazy thing to me is, as far as I know, okay, I've seen another video about a Freemason, you know what I'm saying? But apparently they take an oath to secrecy that whether you're in the Brotherhood or you're like you're not a member anymore, you disengaged from the Brotherhood, you take an oath of secrecy, which basically you're not allowed to share any of the Brotherhood secrets. So I'm very curious to know what happened to this man after this video was published. I'm not gonna lie to you, my boy.
and backgrounds of Masons,
Right.
to include different religious sets. Hindu, Muslim, whatever. You could be atheist, they don't care. You could be Satan. You could be a devil worshiper. And they'll bring a devil worshiping Bible right there, Satanic Bible, so you could you take the oath. Yeah, they don't care. See, I didn't know that. Until I started doing more homework on it. What did I get myself into? But
You ever get that far?
oh yeah, I became a master mason.
Okay.
I mean, the highest you go is 33rd. But
Okay.
even at 32nd, see, from the ranks of 30th to 33, which is 3, that's when they divulge the actual truth to you.
I got you.
You know, which they have you in darkness all those years, and then once you start climbing up the rituals and the phases, and you go up the ranks or degrees,
Right.
we call it. You could go from the 3rd degree to the 32nd degree in a weekend.
Wow.
Oh yeah, you could do it in 2 days. They call that the fast track. But usually to get that high, it takes years.
Wow.
It takes years, but you could do it the other way. You got to pay some money or talk to whoever.
I heard that some people, if I might be mistaken, but I know some of these rich people, these Hollywood people, they give land, millions of dollars.
Oh yeah. It all depends because those are called dues, right?
Okay.
And you talking about occultic, satanic individuals that work in Hollywood. Reverence, of money, of people of power. I didn't know all that. Because when you got scales in your eyes, you can only see so much.
Right.
But when God removes those blinds off your eyes, you start seeing who's who for what they are.
Wow.
And not every Masonic lodge. I mean, they all talk about the same, but everybody's different. Because in order for you to be a Shriner, you got to be a Mason. For you to be a Knights Templar, you got to be a Mason. And the more you go up in that pyramid, and the highest you could go is a Rothschild.
Right.
They're the highest of the highest.
Really?
Yeah, they're the satanic children.
The Rothschilds, man. I told you guys in past videos that the Rothschilds literally control this world, bro. Do your research on who the Rothschilds are, because this is a long video. I want to get back to it. But the most interesting fact that I can share about the Rothschilds is, number one, that they started the banking system. Period. All the Chase, Wells Fargo's globally, they have pieces of every banking system. Okay? That's number one. Number two, they use the money that they generate off of the banking system to fund both sides of wars. And I mentioned this in, I forgot what video this is about. I think it was Cardi B when she was discussing like the Ukraine and Russia situation. And I told you guys that these are literally situations that are being funded and promoted to stimulate economic growth. War is literally the most economically stimulating thing that can happen in any country, bro. You have to think about everything that's getting paid for, as far as tanks, as far as guns, as far as paying people to join their services, as far as increasing taxes, as far as increasing gas prices. Everything goes up. Government spending continues, and money, more and more money is made. All right, the Rothschilds are demonic, my nigga. Them niggas sold themselves to hey.
Satan.
Wow.
They actually sit on a table and they have a special chair for Satan right there. And he comes and talks to these family members, and they're the ones that the shaking and bakers, I call it.
Now, this all has to do also with the those people who go out into the wood and they burn that wooden owl and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, you talking about those the Illuminati?
Illuminati. Okay, so
Right.
this has to do with them.
Oh yeah, you have to be a Freemason to be there. All the presidents were Freemasons. A small portion weren't, but they were Jesuits. This is the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah, even the Pope. They don't,
Right.
and they'll. I'm gonna be honest. They don't actually.
And this is why they say also, sorry to interject, but just from what I know, they say that the Catholic religion is the most corrupt religion because of its ties to politics and stuff like this, like Masonry. They say it's the most corrupt religion.
Have to do the whole ritual. They have to watch,
Right.
and because of their power and rank within the church.
But it's still controlled by them.
Oh yeah, everything is controlled by the white and black Pope.
Yeah.
So black and white, which is white and black tiles, is where we have our temple.
That's where you get that.
Yeah, the yin yang. You know, the
Right.
good versus evil. You got to have one of the balance, and that's the work of the devil. God doesn't work that way. He doesn't manifest that way. That's all the trick of the devil. You know, the devil knows the Bible better than me and you put together,
Right.
because he was there when God was putting it together.
Mm-hmm.
And of course he fell, of course, but he knows.
Yeah.
He could twist the.
And this is exactly why the devil makes certain things look so good, because he knows what appeals to the man's mind. And he uses words from the Bible to deceive the man into committing sin. So it's like, oh, lust is love. Having sex with multiple people is just your way to express love. But meanwhile, lust is one of the 7 deadly sins. He says, oh, eat until you're satisfied. Eat until you're full. He wants you to continue. Pigs get fat, hogs get slaughtered type of situation. Once you start eating too much, and once you start getting greedy, that is one of the 7 deadly sins. But the devil makes it seem like that's what you deserve. You get what I'm saying?
Word of God and make your soul clean like honey in your mouth. They say, well, this guy is a man of God. But no, you got to go beyond that, honey.
Right.
You got to go around it and do your research, because they're going to give themselves up. You know what I mean? A lot of these guys and women, men and women that work in Hollywood, they're all Satanists.
Okay.
All of them are Satanists. And you know what? Anybody could tell me different. I really don't care, because I know. Certain hand signs that you do, you know, the pyramid, the rock, you know, Jay-Z calls this the rock. It's a pyramid.
Right.
All right? But in that pyramid, there's 13.
Right. You also got the
Yeah.
what was this?
Well, that's the horns of the devil.
Right.
The devil's horns, yeah. And, you know, that's Illuminati. You could use it for the Shriners use it too.
Right.
That's the Moloch.
Okay.
Moloch is the actual owl that they worship out in California. All these big shots, big corporations, they go there. And that's where they make the presidents too.
Really?
They make presidents there. They know which president they're going to make. They make them. All this political stuff,
That's fake.
That's just BS.
It's
That's bullshit.
fake. This is stuff that I try to tell y'all. I hope y'all believe me now. This whole political government stuff, you see the elections on the TV and shit. Bro, they know who's gonna be president, bro. You think Obama won presidency because of the electoral college votes? Nigga, no. Bro, having Barack Obama literally boosted so many egos of the black American. But that also created separation. Biden was chosen, bro. Biden is literally putting the world to shit right now, bro. Inflation is all-time crazy. Jobs are at an all-time low. He literally caused an economic standstill. He's ruining the country, bro. But this was all chosen. It's all part of a bigger plan. A plan that's being constructed to keep normal people, normal class working people, under control of money. That's the way that they control us. The way that they control us is through the dollar. If every American is forced to work, every American is going to be chasing the dollar, making their system, the Illuminati, the secret society, the Freemason systems, work in their favor. And that's the way it works, bro.
What?
That is bullshit. That is the most deceiving thing in America. They know which, but the Rothschilds makes the presidents. They're trillionaires. They own the world. They own like 90% of the world.
Yeah, and plus, if you have all these superstars and all these
You
actors,
control their puppets.
well,
puppets,
and
bro.
they got the money to buy land.
Oh, yeah.
And eventually, it's going to be one government,
Yes.
or one secret government, should I say, the Illuminati or the Masons,
Right.
who will control all this land.
But see, the Masons are the foot soldiers of the Illuminati. You understand the pyramid, right?
Yes, yes.
It's shaped like a triangle, right? So we're at the very bottom.
At the very bottom.
And then above that, you got different families, different. Above that, you got York Rite, Scottish Rites, which are also sets of different branches of Freemasons. And then you go into Knights Templar, and you got,
So
Shriners.
I guess that's where you get the all-seeing eye from.
The All-Seeing Eye is Lucifer.
Right.
Underneath them is the Rothschilds. Underneath them is the Council of 13. Or the Council of 33. Or 13. No, 13. Underneath them, you got the Council of 33. Underneath them, you got big, different corporations like the CFR.
Wow.
The Council of Foreign Relations.
And understand that there's like 5 major companies that control everything. All big pharma, all media, all of it is being controlled by certain, everything that has to deal with fucking the production of farming, controlled by one of the biggest companies. Anything that has to do with the production of media, news channels, cartoon channels, fucking movies, all under the control of one. They have different company names, like they'll have an HBO and a Stars TV and a fucking AMC TV, and they have all these different, even Netflix, but it's all under control of one media. It's like something, I forgot what it's called specifically, but it's like 6 major companies that control every other corporation that's being run in this country.
And underneath them, you got, like 6 big companies that own all the they own all the real estate, and they own all like media.
Literally
outfits.
just said that, bro.
I said media. They own all different types of.
Yeah, like those people who are like Warren Buffett, who owns.
Well, yeah, he's a 33rd.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they own, property, they own land, they own
Stocks, everything. Yeah.
everything. So you got 6 corporations in the world that owns 90% of the assets and the money of the world, right? So even the Federal Reserve is not of the United States. It's a separate entity that's ran by the Rothschilds. See, the Rothschilds, they run all that from their house.
People don't understand that.
And they live out in England. They don't leave that house.
Yeah, I heard something about that.
They don't leave the house.
Why is that? I mean, is there
Because that's where the devil dwells.
Gotcha.
The devil can only be in one place. God is everywhere.
Yeah.
You understand?
True.
Um,
Yeah, because God is he's
everlasting.
He's omnipresent.
Yeah, he's everywhere. You can't put God in there, sir.
Yeah,
It's too big.
And you can't have the devil
No.
everywhere.
No.
He's limited to his power.
One spot.
Amen.
Well, he'll use his foot soldiers to do other things.
Exactly.
They're all demons. They're all demon possessed. They're vessels. They're fleshly vessels that are compartmentalized. They're like shattered. They shatter their brains, and it's just like MK Ultra, right? They use MK Ultra to break the minds of people, and then they mold them the way that they want them to go.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Or satanic ritual abuse. That all comes together with the Freemasons.
So their ultimate goal is pretty much to have one world order,
One world religion,
and one world
currency. Yep.
to eventually rule the world.
Rule the world, right?
Bitcoin.
which is to usher
Bitcoin.
in also
The Antichrist.
The
Bitcoin.
Antichrist, Mark of the Beast, and so
Mark
on.
of the Beast, right?
So you've seen all this firsthand.
Yeah. Oh yeah, firsthand. I mean, I've seen the rituals. I see where they imitate them trying to kill you.
Wow.
You know, when you get in your masters, they put you like they simulate that they're stabbing you, and they killing you like Tubal Cain. You know.
So in other words, like you almost have to, kind of like the way we have to be reborn.
Yes, they're making a mockery out of
They're making a mockery.
of baptism.
Right. And
By
it's
practicing
it's
death.
actually reversed. And you know what? The devil works like that
Yeah.
because. So if we have to be reborn, they pretty much say you have
You have
to
to
kill
die first.
You have to
die.
kill yourself for the devil. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So just like like the satanic baptism, they baptize them in blood in a cast iron bathtub.
Right.
If you see the videos that you see, like this girl named Rihanna is one of them that she's done blood sacrifices and she's done blood baptism, but they won't show blood in the bathtub. They show water, but it's symbolic. Their water is symbolic to blood.
Right.
And they have to get in that bathtub. Even Eminem, you see him on one of those magazines. He's just leaning back, bare chested, with blood up to his stomach,
Wow.
in a cast iron, bathtub. And that's how they do their rituals. Everything is backwards.
Who's the other guy? I know. There's a lot of them.
A lot of them. Yeah.
Was it Lil Wayne?
Little Wayne is another.
Lil
That's the
Wayne.
most satanic one around. Him,
Yeah.
Little Baby.
Made a whole video on Lil Wayne, bro. This man is just reconfirming everything that I've already told y'all.
The one that promotes him, he's a pedophile. He's a fag.
Wow.
Oh yeah, they're all homosexuals. They have to be like the Baphomet. Like is it above?
Baphomet,
Like is
yeah.
it below? You see the Baphomet?
Yes. He
Has-
has 4 arms. Something like
No,
that.
no, no. That's Hindu. I'm talking about
Okay.
the Baphomet is the god of the Knights Templar.
Okay. I'll post a picture as you're saying this.
Yeah.
I'll post a picture.
It's a goat's face with horns.
Right.
Has breast of a woman and the remaining lower half
Bro,
of.
you know how confusing that shit is, bro? Like this is why so many people think that it's wrong, and so many people feel, according to the Bible, that it's wrong to be transgender, gay, bisexual. Because how are you gonna be a being, born a man or born a woman, and decides to get the parts of the opposite sex? That's literally demonic. If you look at this picture right here, if you see a man with titties, that's literally demonic, my nigga. If you see a girl with a beef, that's literally demonic. This is a demon right here, bro.
Of man, and then the feet of a goat.
Wow.
You know, so they worship that. That's Lucifer. All right? It's disgusting.
Yeah.
They eat fecal matter. They drink urine.
Oh,
I mean, it's
shit.
disgusting. And I never did that. You know, I never got that high up
Right.
to do nothing like. But when you're up there and they expose everything to you at the 30th to the 33, you know, you're done. You're selling yourself to the devil at that point.
And then not only that, you're
Yeah.
sworn to secrecy.
Yeah, you sworn never to divulge any information, but to always protect and help your fellow brother. That's
Wow.
it. Yeah, yeah.
And
Oh
so
yeah.
that was the pretty first step. And then what was the
The
second?
second is fellowcraft. That's
Fellowcraft.
yeah. That's the second degree fellowcraft.
Okay.
Same kind of rituals, but it's now you go from raising your pants, you know, like trousers on the right. Now you're gonna do it on the left, and now you got a different ankle toe with a ball. You know.
Man, that's crazy.
And then you blindfolded. They take you, you know, the actual officer. They call them officers, the ushers. I call them ushers. They usher you around, and you got to bow where you have to bow, and you got to, you know, do what you got to do, and
Wow.
and they make you face the worshipful master of the east, the worshipful master of the west. This is a specific part in the lodge. It's empty, and that's the north. You never face the north, you know, which it resembles where the Lord is at.
Right.
You know, they say that God is, you know, straight up north, you know, but they don't make you do nothing with that. It's just like senseless rituals, you know, and you want your ego to get through, your ego to get your ring, you know, your token.
Yeah.
or any other, you know, Masonic memorabilia that you could wear. You put it on
I've
your...
met somebody when I was
Yeah.
working at the shipyard.
Yeah.
Someone who did have a ring.
Yeah, I used to wear a ring all the time.
Okay, so they
Yeah.
give you rings.
No, you have to buy it. You have to purchase it yourself.
Oh.
Or if you're my brother and I'm giving you a token of my appreciation to you because you already became a master,
Right.
well, here's sometimes they'll give you a dime with a compass and square on it.
Wow. Okay.
You know what I mean? Unless you really put it up close to see it, that's a token of appreciation and love from your brother.
Gotcha.
Or they'll probably, you know, well, you know what? We wanted to buy you your first ring.
Mm.
Or they'll give you a shield to put in your car. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
everybody sees that you're a brother, leave you alone. You get special privileges, you know, you get pulled over, cop, have a nice day. Because they all, yeah.
So the ultimate goal here is that if anybody ever, I guess, approaches somebody,
Right.
stay far away from this.
Oh, you're going to have to stay far away from them and run. Don't
Yeah.
stay close because, see, the problem with that is they use the actual word brotherhood as an advantage to them.
And sad.
It's
you
a
know what?
catchy. It's
when
a honey.
you say brotherhood, also,
Yeah.
like this is going around a lot in the colleges.
Oh, yeah, the Alpha Ketas and all
Yeah.
them, that's all Greek.
Yes.
And a lot of them becomes, after a while, they'll become bones and skulls.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, especially if you're in a Yale. That's where they come from, you know. But they do have, you have to be a master mason before you become a, you know, anything else. Depending on your upward mobility.
I only laugh because Yale's like one of the most prestigious schools. Obviously, everybody there has money. I find it funny that Yale is one of the schools where masonry is practiced the most. It's not a coincidence, bro.
And rituals, the quicker you get them done, the quicker things are revealed to you. But like I said, you could go as high as you want. If you got money, you could buy your way up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, honorary. You know how many times they give honorary doctorates that people never ever been in college?
Yeah.
You know, like, for example, Bill Cosby got an honorary doctorates, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they jacked him up with some of these women and stuff. They took it away. But he's a Freemason.
Ah.
But see, if you start exposing them, they'll go after you. They'll go after your family. They'll try to kill you because the government's part of it. It's not only civilians. The government is in cahoots with these people.
Right. Right.
And in there's sectors throughout the whole country that split apart. I don't know if it's northeast, south, and west, but they have witches that are in charge of these sectors and warlocks that are in charge of these sectors, and they pretty much monitor the satanic. You know, I'm going to use the satanic. Members.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like they call it congregation too, just the opposite of being a Jesus believer. You know, I don't want to use the word Christianity.
Yeah.
But I want to, believers, right? So they have a specific warlocks and, Council of 13 witches, which are either male or female.
Mm-hmm.
And pretty much they're in charge of thousands of members of the congregations and the local witches and warlocks that are in charge of that congregation.
Wow.
And a lot of them are politicians, heavily involved in witchcraft.
Mm.
And they have to do certain rituals and certain things in order for them to gain favor with the Rothschilds, and then they send orders of doing things for that family.
Wow.
You know, they give them orders, and with those orders money comes with it.
And so like the exact same way we try to expand the kingdom of God,
They're doing it the other way.
they're doing it the other
Oh
way.
yeah, it's satanic at the core. This whole country's not based upon Christianity. It's satanic from head to toe. Don't ever think that the president is not a satanic worshiper either. Don't ever think. And I'm going to put it out there too. I'm going to put it out there.
Nice.
I'm going to put it out there. Because, I mean, come on. Their God is money. Lucifer.
Right.
They don't have none that want or need. Doesn't the Lord says it in the Holy Scriptures, ye that are poor, you're rich. Right? We're rich in favor to the Most High.
That's right.
All you got to do is ask, and God provides.
Uh-huh.
If He provides for the little critters and the birds of the air and the fowls of the air,
much more us?
how much more us that He loves us even more?
I know.
We're made in His creation.
Amen.
But these people are satanic at the...
Look, man, I'm gonna end this video right here. Okay, my camera just cut the clip in half. All right, so I'm gonna end this video here. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to leave a like down below and subscribe. I'm gonna catch you next one, man. Peace.